Welcome everyone, this is William for PhantomDrawing, and today I'm back with another sketchbook video, so let's get into it. Okay, so before we start, let me talk about sketchbooks. So as you can see, this is a very popular sketchbook. I can't even count how many videos our artists I've seen with this sketchbook. In sketchbook videos, I see a ton of artists with this sketchbook. I would say this sketchbook is so popular. I've even seen an artist who I follow named Marcelo. I forget his last name, but he did like a speed painting, and he drew this. He drew this sketchbook because I guess, and it's a very popular sketchbook. I was like, hey, I have that sketchbook. Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. I seen someone else in the comments kind of saying that too, like, hey, that's the exact sketchbook I have too. So this is a popular sketchbook anyway. Anyway, this one's Canson mixed media. So yeah, I have a link in the description if you guys, for those of you who like to have the same materials as I am. I haven't came across too many people like that, but for more popular artists on YouTube, people tend to ask, hey, what sketchbook are you using, or something like that. I use multiple sketchbooks in different videos, so yeah, this is the one I'm currently working on. And by the way, this is a 7 by 10 inch, and I want to talk about how, as an artist, you should definitely have a small miniature sketchbook like this one. This is a smaller one. This is a 5.5 by 8 inch sketchbook. And you can see it's just like the size of my hand. It's a very portable sketchbook. If you compare it to this sketchbook here. So I definitely recommend, if you want to become that ultimate artist, you should bring a sketchbook with you everywhere you go. You see the sketchbook; it's very portable. You can do small little drawings, in here. So yeah, definitely recommend you get a nice portable sketchbook. Bring it with you everywhere. So you can draw, and just so you can put the pencil on paper. You don't have to create something beautiful. Sometimes it's just good just to put the pencil down on paper and see what happens. So yeah, so I have a link in the description to this as well if you're interested. So let's not talk about this anymore. Let's get into the sketchbook. So let's do it. So I don't really like that drawing. Okay, so this drawing I really like. I did this one from my head. So the way I started this drawing out is a lot of times when I sort of want to draw something from my head, I start out with a shape. So what I did, I might start out drawing this angle. So I drew a line, and then I start drawing this weird shape, and I wanted it to be very angular. And then I started building off of it, and I put a horn on it. So I wanted the horn to be interesting. So I kind of put it in its own sections. You have this section, that section, this section. So these different sections, and I wanted it to be interesting. So I started giving him these cool sort of reptilian lips and cool stuff like that. So I do like this drawing because I did draw it from my head. So yeah, this is pretty cool here. So I like this drawing a lot. And yeah, so let's get into the next drawing here. I think I call him King of the Reptiles. So yeah, and so these fish-like, I want to say these are what do you call frills? I would say, yeah, or I don't know, dorsal fins. I don't know. So yeah, this definitely looks like some type of Diablo type thing. If you see the game Diablo, you see these monsters with horns and stuff. This definitely looks like something from Diablo. This kind of looks like a guy who like maybe he was really skinny, and he kind of put this this muscle suit on. Cause see, you can see what I did here. I kind of made it look like this is some kind of outfit you can put on. So it's like, you put on this tough guy suit, So yeah, so I thought this one was kind of fun, And yeah, he has these horns and stuff. So, and he's really, you can definitely tell that he spent some serious quality time in the gym. Definitely, he definitely worked his butt off in the gym. This drawing here, another one I did from my head. Yeah, I like this one a lot. I like the hairstyle is kind of cool. I like what I did with the wings. Like what I did here with the wings. So yeah, just just drawing, having fun, just kind of standing on this cylinder thing. And then what I like to do is I like to smear a lot, because I find that smearing, you can really get a quick background in, because, if you're working traditionally, especially with a mechanical pencil, it's kind of hard to get a lot of things down. It's hard to cover a lot of area, so I find that I just start putting graphite on the paper and just start smearing things around. You get this really cool atmospheric perspective. I think that's what you call it, something like that. So yeah, she's this cool kind of devious fairy girl, so I like this drawing a lot. So here's another drawing I did for my head. So you can see that I did some more sort of atmospheric perspective kind of happening. As you can see, maybe these are some towers in the background, kind of just in the foggy background. And I like this a lot because it's kind of like a DSLR camera where we have your focal point and then you have that blurred background look. But again, this is sort of a foggy background. It's probably a foggy day, and he's probably this really giant creature with this giant eye, so yeah. So walking on light and shadow, I really struggle with light and shadow, so I really need to work on this. So yeah, so anyway, this cool giant reptile monster or something. So so this is like some kind of, I think I call him a monster of the fog. So he's kind of coming from it looked like he's kind of coming from the water, so yeah, my sister, she really liked this one. So yeah, this one was pretty cool. I like this one too a lot. I did a lot of smearing, so it's pretty fun, this one. So yeah, I like this one a lot. So yeah, Monster of the Fog. This is another one I did for my head. So this dinosaur type creature, and again, I'm still trying to figure out lighting and shadow, because every time I draw from my head, I don't really know where to put the light and shadow sometimes. So I really try to think about it and really be like, well, does that look all right? And yeah, I need to do some more, like I need to look at some more reference and maybe draw from life a little bit so I can really understand light and shadow. But this is one I did for my head. So I really like the way this one came out, especially since I wasn't looking at anything else. So yeah, I really like this one a lot. So like he had this sort of drill type horn or something like that. So just concepting, putting things down on paper, seeing what happens. And I really love drawing like this. I think I call him I guess Dinosaur concept or something like that. Here's another drawing I did for my head. This is sort of like a reptile concept I was doing. It kind of has this bored beak or something like that. So he's kind of like that. And again, I just start out with these. I start out with these curvy lines and start building things off of that. And I don't know, something about the the stomach area. I feel like, I don't know, something just, I don't know, like something. I hope I'm doing this wrong. I feel like I'm gonna look back on this piece and I'm gonna start finding some problems with the way I did this, So I really need to go back and start looking at some reference, I'm getting too ahead of myself drawing from my head sometimes. I really want to. I need to start. I need to base things off of reality sometimes. So yeah, so he's kind of coming out of this hole, and you can kind of see these rocks in the background, and you kind of see these. And if you zoom in real good, you can kind of see some more things in the background. So you can see these things are really clear to see, and then you can kind of see a little bit more shapes in the background. So yeah, I really like this drawing here. So had a lot of fun doing this one. So here's another, I guess, yeah, another reptile concept here. I really love drawing these sort of serpent type creatures. It's really fun. So yeah, he's kind of like a tree. He's kind of coming out of the grass. Like he's just planted in the ground. So yeah, I really like this one a lot. So this one's actually really fun, actually. So another one I did for my head, of course. And so yeah, again, I just really like drawing from my head. But again, I need to start looking at some reference so I can make sure that that my drawings are more accurate. So yeah, so this is that drawing. Okay, so here's the last drawing in a bigger sketchbook. Of course, this is a sketchbook I'm showing you right now, but here's the last drawing in this bigger 9x12 sketchbook here. Here's the last drawing I did. As you can see, I love to draw a lot of these birds, serpent type creatures with, you know, with those frills. I think that's what you call them. So here he is. You know, really like this drawing here. This is the last drawing. Another one I did for my head, and I'm not trying to brag, by the way, saying I did this for my head. You know, it's just that I just get this sense of freedom when I can start creating things. I feel like I'm doing something right when I can create from my head. But yeah, I need to start looking at some reference again. And you can see he's kind of just coming out of the water here, and you can see some fog. You know, again, I love to smear things around. So yeah. Thank you everyone who subscribed so far. You know, I think so far I have 270 subscribers, and thank you everyone who subscribed. You know, that really motivates me to keep drawing. And if you know anyone who's into drawing, or anyone who wants to get into drawing, you definitely want to tell them about the PhantomDrawing YouTube channel, because, you know, I do stuff like this. I flip through my sketchbook, and, you know, if you're an artist and or maybe you just enjoy consuming art, you know, you definitely want to subscribe. And please tell your friends, tell everyone about this channel, and hopefully I can grow. And yeah, so thanks for watching, and you guys are awesome.